Classifying triangles. When you classify triangles, you can classify them by their angles or their sides. Right now, we're going to talk about by their angles. So if I have this triangle, all the angles are less than 90 degrees. So this little guy is an acute. All angles, and I'm using that little symbol for angles, less than 90 degrees. Very important, all angles. Okay, moving up to the next one. We've got this guy, our little friend here. And that right angle box is there. So this is a right triangle. This one has one, and you're only going to get one, but it has a right angle. And that right angle is the 90 degrees. You'll have one of those. So you have the acute, you have the right. Our last type of triangle is this guy. This one is called an obtuse. This obtuse, all it needs to be obtuse is it needs one obtuse angle. That's all it's going to take to do that. One obtuse angle. All right. So let me go ahead and talk to you about the sides. All right. Move that over. And when you classify them by the sides, we're talking about the measurement of the sides. All right. So if I have this like triangle like that, all those little lines means that each thing is equivalent to each other or equal to each other. And if I label this out with numbers, let's say 5, 5, and 5. Every single side is the same. So this guy is an equilateral. And what that means is all sides are equal. And you can hear it in the word equilateral. The funny thing about an equilateral triangle is that all the angles be acute. So it'd be equilateral and equiangular and acute. So let's move up a little bit there. Now, if I have this one, I'm going to put those two little lines there. That means that the two right and left sides are equal. And you can see that one on the bottom is shorter, so it's different. This one is called an isosceles. For that, it has two sides that are equal. These angles down here are also equal. All right. Now the last one I have is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to write, but I'll try. This guy. And I'm going to give this, well, let me give this one up here, number 2. So we'll say 8, 8, and 5. This one down here, we'll call this 5, 3, and 7. So for this guy, this is called a scalene. Kind of an odd sounding. And this has no sides equal. It also has no angles that are equal. So if we look at the top one, I didn't write them in there, but I will. All the angles are equal as well. Now, the important part with the angles in this final note about triangles is that you understand that all the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So all angles in a triangle add to 180 degrees.